The loyal families, silent architects of the artificial order. The loyal families did not emerge as a visible elite, nor as a recognizable dynasty. They possess no public origin, nor a lineage that can be accurately traced through official records. And yet, they have been there since almost the beginning, not as direct rulers, but as guardians of the narrative, human or humanoid intermediaries between the custodians and the subjugated humanity. They are those who carry out a detailed report of everything that takes place on what is publicly called Earth, and what we know as the known lands. Ancestral texts agree on one unsettling point. The loyal families do not rule through imposition, but through normalization. They do not need their own armies, flags, or thrones. Their power resides in something far more effective: the administration of what is considered possible, true, and acceptable within the collective mind. This does not exclude the use of force, since for a long time, and even today, force has also been employed as a means of governance. After the first signs of the clones awakening on Second Earth, the custodians understood a truth that was dangerous to their plans. Not even a replicated humanity, stripped of real memory, could be controlled indefinitely through force or basic mental programming alone. It was at that moment that a different strategy was born. Instead of attempting to suppress all lucidity, which always generated resistance, they chose to channel it. Not to eliminate human intelligence, but to direct it. Not to erase ambition, but to reward it selectively. Even so, in the new humanity, they atrophied the pineal gland and attempted to replace it entirely, though they failed, with something different that connected directly to the mental noise between the ice walls of what we know as Antarctica and the dome or full sky. The loyal families emerged as the result of that decision. Some texts suggest that their first members were stabilized clones, refined versions from Second Earth, stripped of awakening errors, reprogrammed with absolute loyalty to the system, and later inserted into the known lands before and after the reset of 1728. Other records indicate that real humans were also integrated, carefully selected, conditioned from childhood, and bound through pacts that were impossible to break. We therefore assume that it was a mixture of both, although the largest group consists of ancient human replicas that were relocated. At this point, biological origin did not matter. Function did. The most common mistake is to believe that the loyal families control the world from the shadows like a caricature of conspiracy. The reality, according to the archives of Shiki, is far more subtle and far more effective. The loyal families do not make visible decisions. They decide which kinds of decisions are thinkable, and then, from a plan led by the custodians, those decisions are executed. Nothing is truly random. They infiltrate every sphere that can shape, or has shaped, human thought and the current world of the known lands. They do not impose a single truth. They promote multiple partial truths, all compatible with the system. They allow criticism, as long as that criticism does not point toward the core. When it does, an alarm is triggered. The name loyal families is not symbolic. Loyalty is not ideological or moral, it is structural. These families are not loyal to a nation, nor to a religion, nor even to a species. They are loyal to the artificial order established after the fall of previous humanities. Their continuity depends on the system never being questioned at its foundation. the existence of walls, domes, forbidden lands, and a humanity fragmented from its origin. To ensure that loyalty, the custodians employed several mechanisms. Hereditary privileges transmitted not only as wealth, but as access to fragmented information. Genetic protection through invisible corrections that ensure physical and mental stability. Cognitive isolation, preventing even the highest members from understanding the system in its entirety. No one sees the full board, thus each family believes it serves a greater good, without ever truly understanding what that good is, or understanding that what they are doing is wrong, but valuing sustained privileges as more important. If there is a central mission of the loyal families, it is clearly to prevent true human unity. Not through open chaos, but through constant fragmentation. They divide by ideology, identity, beliefs, science, politics, spirituality. They allow all currents to exist, always in conflict with one another. Humanity debates, accuses, defines itself, defends itself, but never looks in the same direction. Permanent conflict keeps the mind occupied. Internal noise prevents silence. And without silence, the connection to the source can never be restored. The loyal families do not present themselves as a recognizable caste. They use no common symbols or public rituals. Their greatest success is remaining unnoticed even by those who believe they know them. Some appear as philanthropists, others as brilliant scientists, others as moral leaders, others as simple managers of order, but all share one unsettling trait. They never question the system in which they prosper. When something threatens the core, when someone speaks of forbidden lands, domes, resets, ancestral memory, they do not attack head-on. They ridicule, they divert, they saturate, they reframe. As long as that remains effective, they do not escalate. If it ceases to be effective, they move to the next level. Truth is not forbidden, it is made irrelevant. The most ancient texts leave an unsettling, almost ironic warning. The loyal families believe they serve order, but order does not belong to them. If the system ever collapses, if the veil falls and humanity remembers, they will not be saved. They will be discarded, as so many tools have been before. Because to the custodians, loyalty is only valuable as long as it is useful. And so the loyal families continue fulfilling their function generation after generation, knowing that they too are merely prisoners of a more elegant cage.